Hey, you guys, we are so excited about tonight's mama that we get to interview.
I know.
She is from West Virginia, and her name is Summer Satterfield, and she's just got so many different avenues. I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
I know. And it's funny that you said different avenues because she does. First off, she sells life insurance with American Income Life. And so that's based off Maryland and West Virginia area.
Yep.
And then she also is a product promoter. So like on her social medias like Instagram and maybe Facebook too. But she promotes like organic foods, health and beauty products, which we did a commercial for. So I'm really excited to hear her talk about more of those things as well.
Yes, I am. And she is a mama of 2. She has a little boy, Layden. He is 6. And then she also has a little girl, Rosalie, which I love that name.
I do too.
And she's actually going to be 2 here in August.
Yes. And so the really cool thing about Summer is that she has a couple of different main topics that she's going to bring to the table. And so I thought instead of you and me really chatting about them right now, that we could save them for her to kind of, tell us about and maybe, inspire other mamas too.
Yeah, they're different stuff than we've ever talked about before.
Right.
Hang in there, you guys, and I can't wait for you to listen.
Yeah, enjoy. Oh,
music again. We're not on it. Sorry. Take 52. Hey guys, it's Friday, so you know what that means.
Wine?
Interviews?
Unwind?
Unwind.
So, it's Uncorked Mamas.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, is this Summer?
Hi, yes it is.
Hey, Summer. It's Uncorked Mamas.
Hi, what are you guys doing?
Well, we're just sitting here calling you.
Drinking some wine.
Yeah. Right, same. What are you guys drinking?
We are drinking some Riesling.
Riesling. Are you drinking any wine?
I am. I'm drinking Pinot Grigio.
Oh.
See, I was telling Erica before, I'm like, she mentioned she loved Pinot Grigio.
I love it.
I know we didn't get to talk on the phone last week, so I'm Erica. I just wanted to introduce myself.
Nice to meet you. I'm Summer.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are just so happy to have you on, and we can't wait to just pick your brain.
Well, I'm really excited to be here. This is super fun. I'm so glad you guys chose me to experience some awesome Uncorked Mama stuff.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, okay, we're going to get right into it. Basically, so for the listeners, you're from West Virginia and you have 2 beautiful children, Layden, who is 6, and then Rosalie, who's going to be 2 in August. Yes. So we were curious, what would you say your favorite part of motherhood would be?
Looking at them.
Aww.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Erica would say the same thing.
I would.
Like just all of their beautiful little features and just how they react to different things. It's just so crazy to think that, you made that little cute little human being and they have some of your attributes and some of, their daddies. And it's just, that's one of my favorite parts of being a mom.
Oh my God, that is so sweet. That warmed my heart for sure.
I do like that one. Okay, let's be real here. All mamas love looking at the babies.
We do.
Yeah.
So you actually juggle a lot, right? So you work as the life insurance agent. You are a product promoter on social media.
Right.
How do you balance everything from work, mamahood, trying to find time for yourself?
Date nights.
Well, date nights just seem to happen. We're very spontaneous with those. And I'm kind of a spontaneous person. So what I have found works best for me is to just make sure that the kids have a routine. And then whenever I find the time to do what needs to be done, I'll do it. Just depending on, which content creation is something that's fun for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I really have made a lot of awesome, strong connections by becoming an influencer. So, creating content for me is just going somewhere fun and getting, some jaw-dropping pictures if I can do it. And, just putting yourself out there and just giving yourself these achievable goals and crushing them.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the spontaneous aspect because I myself can relate. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home parent, but I also, I do the podcast, I do music. And, if my husband's like, hey, let's go and do this, I just I just fly by the seat of my pants. You kind of just do what works for you,
so
right?
fun too. I mean, it is, but it isn't at the same time. Like Nick and I, we went, it was like 2 weeks ago, we went to these really beautiful cliffs, but we had intended on going to a waterfall, and it was like a surprise. It's like, I'm taking you somewhere. We're going to, I'm not telling you. So we get there. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool because we love to hike together. I love seeing, being outdoors and the beautiful like scenery and all that stuff. But anyways, we drove an hour to get there. And when we get there, there's these two like, what are they called? Park rangers, and saying that you can only get in to see the waterfall with a reservation.
Oh.
And what? We just drove an hour, but oh well, we ended up going to the Rock State Park, and it was even better than I had imagined. So
that's great.
That's great. Yeah,
you would have never gone if they didn't require a reservation, and it was just oh, that's awesome. Perfect.
So, okay, we had the luxury of doing a commercial for you for Avera Glow.
Yes, it's a mouthful, but it is absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love the brand owner, the creator of it. She's absolutely amazing. But yes.
So, well, we were kind of curious, like how did you kind of fall upon that? Like, was it something you were trying?
Well, no. Well, see, I saw an advertisement for it, and I was like, wow, this stuff looks really good. And so I was going to buy it, but I was like, I want to try it first. I really did. I really did. With my skin, I knew that if it worked like it said it worked, then I would be a really good brand rep because I have hormonal and cystic acne, which it is just something that is just treacherous. It's been with me since 7th grade. It's so annoying. It's so pesky. And so I emailed the brand. And I was like, hey, my name is Summer, and I told them about my following on Instagram. And I was like, I would really like to try your products because I believe that if they work like you're advertising, that I would be a really good representative. And they were like,
that's cool.
They were like, yeah, we'd love to send you some to try and let us know how it works for you. And it took about 4 months for it to completely clear up my skin and help with my scarring. Wow. It changed my life. And I love this product.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well, I was interested because I have hormonal acne, so that's kind of cool to hear.
Not even a sponsorship. I didn't request any money for this because I seriously just wanted to try, and I just wanted to share my experience with it. But yeah, it is absolutely life-changing. And one of the other cool things that I wanted to add is that it also helps with anti-aging and fine lines. So you're not only treating the acne problem, but you are vamping yourself up for, 30. That's right around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 26, but you gotta prepare.
Yep.
I get it. We're 30, so believe me,
we've hit that
I am
number.
like trying everything and anything I can at this point.
Somebody told me you should start doing anti-aging creams at the age of 25, and so, I mean, I did because I was like, ooh.
Is most anti-aging creams were so heavy and so oily that they broke my skin out even more.
They are heavy.
They really do. But they're good heavy. I mean, it works for a lot of other people. But for me, it would clog my pores and my skin would just have a really bad reaction to it. Because as you know, I worked in cosmetics for 5 years. I believe I told you. So I've tried a lot of stuff. I really have tried a lot of stuff. And so with this stuff, I really feel like it's making a difference. So
that's very cool. Because when I obviously went and I checked out their Instagram and their website so we could put together a really cool commercial for them. But a lot of people were recommending the mask. Have you tried the masks?
Oh, yes. The exfoliating mask. Yes, I got it 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it in the shower probably once a week or maybe, once every week and a half, something like that. Yes, I absolutely love it. So
we're going to have to try.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so nice. So their packaging is so cute. When you get the exfoliating mask, if you get it on the box, it says apply, wait 10 minutes, and scroll through Instagram for 15 minutes or something like that. It's just so cute.
Oh, cute.
I love it.
Dude, it's so fun.
And isn't that the truth? I think that's what I would probably be doing.
We would all do anyways.
Yeah.
I think like we all envision ourselves laying there with cucumbers on our eyes.
Yeah.
No.
We're not doing that.
You do?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
envision myself doing that.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
That never, as moms, that we don't get a chance
No
to do
way.
that.
Oh, no.
Yo.
I saw TikTok and this mom, she was like, you can do anything you want when you're not a mom.
Yep. And that is so true.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
it's
but-
hard.
You know, it's a really good balance. It is. It's, you know, there's really, really tough times, and then there's the really, really happy times, and it's just like balancing.
Yeah. And the kids, like you said, looking at them, you know, you can have the hardest day.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I look at my son and I'm like,
Makes it so much better.
okay, you know what? It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Even when you're
exactly.
at your wit's end, you're like, man, I love you.
Right. Like my son is getting argumentative, so like he has
Aw.
this really clever way of arguing back to where I can't hardly argue with him because
Yeah.
he's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It
Oh
gets
my
on my nerves so bad. I'm like just because I said so. There you go. I'm
Yeah.
my mother. Okay.
I am having the same situation with my son. And it's so funny because I always, you know, we always have these like goals when, you know, before a parent, right? You're like pregnant and you're like, I'm not going to let my kid do that, or I'm not going to do that. And I just always said, I'm never just going to go because I said so. And I think I say it about half a dozen times a day.
For sure. For sure. You know, you get a really stronger connection with your mother.
Mhm.
It's because you see all these things and you're just like, man, she really loved me. She
Yeah.
really loved my
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh.
Well, okay. So we have a ton of other things that we want to ask you. So before we do,
Right.
we're going to hit a commercial and we'll come right back. Okay.
Okay, cool.
When taking that step into life insurance, you want to invest into the right company. American Income Life comes highly recommended. Summer Satterfield, located in Maryland and West Virginia, is here to help guide you into choosing what plan best suits you and your family. Call 443-960-3407 or email summersatterfield13@gmail.com and start planning now. It's never too soon. All right, welcome back.
You still with us?
I am.
Hi. Okay. So relationship wise, you're currently with Nick. How long have you been with Nick?
Nicholas and I are going on 4 years in July. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Happy early anniversary.
Thank you.
Anything fun planned?
No.
Spontaneous. Keeping
Yeah,
it
that's right.
spontaneous, right?
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Rosalie is your daughter that you had with Nick, and then it's
Yes.
also Layden's stepfather, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Layden's father, for the listeners, unexpectedly passed away in an ATV accident.
Yes.
And so bringing light on that, I and Erica were curious to know how, you know, you and Layden got through his passing. What were some, you know, tactics that you used, you know, to get through the grieving? I know you had mentioned therapy.
Yeah, so therapy was kind of the last option. First and foremost, what I could recommend for anyone who's went through this is surround yourself with people who love you and who, you know, don't let you fall off the edge. Because there are times when, you know, the grief, especially in the beginning stages, the grief is really heavy. It's really
Mhm.
heavy. So having someone there to bring you back down to earth and to kind of gather your thoughts is really great. So gather yourself with people who love you and who uplift you.
Mm-hmm.
So and then that was the beginning stages. And then because Layden was almost 3 when it happened. So
Okay.
so explaining it to him was it was really hard. But you kind of just have to be as positive as you can. And for me, that was, you know, being positive with him. I just didn't want him to develop any types of like sadness or depression or
Mhm.
anything about it. I just kind of said, you know, Daddy's he's in heaven now, you know, but there were times when he would ask for him and, you know, ask
Oh.
questions.
Yeah.
So kind of answered it the best way that you know how. A lot of Google research, some books on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the very final stages, I guess it's not the final stages. Grief is just this thing. For me, it feels like stages. So at this point, when I went to seek therapy, he was talking about like, oh, dying, death, and dying in death, and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that he wasn't taking his father's death and internalizing it in a non-positive way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to a therapist. He was in therapy for about a year, and she just was like, he's fine, he's doing great. Like, I haven't seen any problems, and neither have had I really. I
Mhm.
just wanted to try to make sure that he felt okay.
Yeah.
So we did therapy, and then for me, healing from it, I kind of just accepted it, not until more recently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you just I do think I will be seeking therapy here in the near future, just to kind of help me deal with some of the aspects of it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Tips and tricks, definitely people surround yourself with people who love you, therapy if needed, and don't let it go if you are having serious problems,
Mhm.
because it can happen. Grief
Mm-hmm.
is very, very strong and powerful emotion,
Yeah.
and you need someone, tell someone, because they're not going to know.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
And I feel like too, just the fact, like, it was something abrupt that happened.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and not saying that to sound insensitive to those that maybe go through the long process of like
Right.
knowing that the end is coming, right? But when
No,
it happens abruptly,
what's worse?
don't ever
I don't
push
know
therapy
which one would
away.
be worse.
Mhm.
Right. I really couldn't tell you which one would be worse.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
just
The
sounds awful.
post-traumatic stress disorder from it still follows,
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm
and
sure.
because when you experience death so close to you like that, which many people have, you start to look at things a little differently, and you look at life differently. That's
Mhm.
kind of what helped me. Like, I flipped a switch.
Right.
I was young. I was like, how old I was, 2016. Lord help me with this math. I was like
Oh.
20, 23. I don't even know.
Oh, but that's
Um,
young.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I was in school, I was working, and we had 50-50 parenting. I had him on the weekdays, and he had him on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And everything was going well. It was good. I was really starting to open up and everything. But I have to say, I did go out and on the weekends and drink, and I had fun, which I could because I was young and he was with his father. And after his father died, that died too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that I just shut off simply because, I was really sad and I was hurt, and I didn't want Layden I didn't want to fail him. Like, I wanted to be perfect and the
Yeah.
best. And
Yep.
so
The best
that's
mama you could be, right?
right. That's really what was my basic mindset, was like, okay, it's me and Layden against the world. So we got this.
Oh.
Well, I was seeing Nick at the time, but it was fairly new
Mhm.
situation. So it was a new thing, and it was really hard, but he was there. So
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
So then I'm sorry, Erica, I just have a question.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. So, given the fact that, Layden's father passed away on a
Mhm.
four-wheeler, do you kind of have like a PTSD? Does Layden try to, ride four-wheelers as he
I actually don't hold him back on that aspect. His papa has a four wheeler, and we don't actually have one. And as long as I trust the person with him,
Yeah.
and as far as him driving one himself, we haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
But he has asked me, oh, can I have a dirt bike? And part of me is, scared, but part of me is just like, I'm not going to hinder his life because I'm scared. Like, I don't want him to not do things because of me. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yep, definitely. I get what you're saying.
And if done properly and the right way, safely, I believe it would be fine.
Yeah.
And that's really great because
Mhm.
I know that definitely when you can go through something so traumatic that it's hard not to kind of shield
Have a-
them away from something that could potentially happen to them.
Right.
And even though the situation is different, an
Right.
accident can occur and then it makes you like more overly protective.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know I've been there, I've seen things happen and then I'm like, no, don't do
Mhm.
that, Miles. Don't do that, Finn, and it freaks me out. So I was kind of curious how you handled that.
Yeah, it just makes my anxiety worse.
Oh, yeah. Of
Because
course.
I am overprotective, and I see it all the time, but not in, everything, but just simple fact that I worry myself sick. I
Yeah.
will
Oh, yeah.
literally worry myself sick, and that is one of the reasons why I probably will seek therapy in the future, because the anxiety from it is just really the thing that is staying.
But it's understandable. It's so
Yeah.
understandable.
Absolutely.
You know, I think I would, I don't know how I would feel in your shoes. And I think you should allow yourself to feel every emotion that you need to feel.
Absolutely. And I
So-
think you're very strong in knowing that, hey, you know what? I think I might seek therapy, because there's so many people that frown
Who
upon it,
don't.
and they're
Yep.
like, no, I don't need help. And I think that's really great that, you know, you're noticing.
Right, yeah. In 2020, I think, is bringing a lot of people to, the realization that, we're growing up. Our generation is
Mhm.
growing up, and we're moving forward, and we want to move forward in the best way that we can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's supposed to be some sort of quickening or paradigm shift that we're all kind of experiencing right now.
No.
I don't
I haven't.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been reading a little bit about it. It's pretty crazy. I guess the frequencies are different now. They're higher than they were before. Light frequencies, energy frequencies, all that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to look into. I'm not
Okay.
a pro, but I think it's really
Okay.
cool. It's really cool.
Oh.
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're going to have to look that up, and we'll bring this
You
up
guys
on
are
one
gonna
of.
fall into the most epic thing. It's gonna be so cool. You're gonna have to text me and let me know what you think.
I was just going to say, yeah, and then hey,
Yes.
we might even do a podcast on it.
It is really cool information out there, ladies.
Okay.
I just wrote it down.
We'll have to check it out. And if any other listeners are looking anything up on that, we'd love to hear what you guys think as well.
Send them in.
So another question that we had was actually, how was Layden's and Nick's relationship? Was Layden receptive with Nick? Did he kind of back off?
No, he was completely open arms to Nicholas. There was
Aw.
never any problem. It just fit like a glove. You know what I mean? It
Yes.
just did, and honestly, without it, I don't know where I would be.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that is amazing. I'm so glad you found Nick. I really
Me
am.
too.
And I wonder if like that, you know, because like there's so many different, obviously there's so many different situations that happen in life when it comes to maybe a spouse passing away and things like
Right.
that. And I wonder if Nick being in his life before his father's passing, if it did help kind of,
For sure.
help
Yeah.
him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So,
definitely it did. And but to me though, even if he hadn't been, like, I think we talked about this a while back, it doesn't, if the mother needed to move on, then that is what's best for her family. Because I know that we were talking about some other listeners out there who may have lost someone or
Right.
felt ridiculed or looked down upon because they found another. I truly believe that your other significant other would want you to be happy and your child to be happy.
Yes.
They would not put themselves above you, even if they were still alive. They
Right.
wouldn't do that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being that we're kind of going into a new area here.
Flip the chapter.
So, okay, being a product promoter and well known in social media comes many things. And one being the dumb online bullying. And so we were curious.
Yes, the trolls.
The trolls, right? That's what I call them. So
I mean, I just don't know else. Like, people have always labeled them that, and I actually, when I was dealing with a lot of online bullying, like you were talking about just now, I looked up like the definition of a troll, and it's like a cave dwelling being that will come out and take people. And I said it would take people's joy because it
Yeah.
didn't have. So did you feel? Can you really feel bad for the troll if it needs your joy to live? So I thought it was really cool.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
actually very interesting.
Well, so talking about that, basically, we were curious, especially for our listeners, what was some advice that you would give to those others that are dealing with this, that are going through this?
Just block them. Just block them out. You don't have to spend your energy on these people. They don't like you. Who cares? It's over and done. Like, for me, that's kind of how it was. In the beginning, it would get me heated. My sister actually was the target of online bullying. And I, being the older sister, I'm always there and I feel so protective of my family. And so I really inserted myself into it on accident, but on purpose, because like, leave her alone.
Right.
But yeah, but my main advice to her and to other people is reach out to someone you love if it's getting hard, if it's getting unbearable, because there are times when it can become really, really turned into harassment. It can become harassment. It really can. And some people just won't let it go, especially if your light is, super, super bright and it's absorbing, their interest, and they're really, really intensely set on hurting you. Don't let them hurt you. That's, you just don't let them hurt you.
Yeah. And it's sad, right? You can say whatever you want behind a, computer,
Right.
behind a screen. And yeah, and like, I like how you put that. They're just mad at your light. They're mad at you shining. And we've actually, I'm going to throw this out there, Brooke.
Sure.
We've gotten a couple people who have, took the time out of their day to say something nasty about our podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing with yourself?
Exactly. Like, why are you so invested in my life? Like, I don't understand. I wouldn't personally ever do that to someone. I could not imagine going on someone's picture and just saying something just rude. Like,
Same.
If I didn't like their content, if I didn't like who they were as a person, I would just unfollow them.
Right. Right. Or
we are living in a generation where people's opinions matter more than anything else.
I just don't have I don't understand the people's energy. It's like, oh, I have to go and take it a step further to
where's it coming
say these
from?
things.
Who are you hating so bad that you're targeting me? Like, there's got to be some more deep-rooted hate, that they're angry at someone or something else. And
Themselves.
you are the victim, because and it's an easy invisible victim, because they can't see you. They don't know you're hurting. They don't care because they can't see you. I watched this, actually it was an experiment. It was where these I think it was on like BuzzFeed or something like that, where they put these like different teenagers in different parts of the room, and they played these singing videos of these women, and they rated their singing, and one of the singers was extremely bad, and they were just saying all these mean comments, whatever, it didn't matter. They were anonymous. They weren't using their actual name or anything. Well, then when presented in another room full of different teenagers, when the women were singing in front of them, they critiqued her in a very kind manner. And it just went to show that if the person is right in front of you, you're not going to say these things. But if you can't see that person, many, many people don't care what they say.
Right,
and
right.
It's really sad, because the internet has swept everybody up into this invisible, like, I'm getting out there, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying, and I agree 100%. Yeah.
But it's something that definitely needs to be said. I mean, I remember in high school, and like when I was in high school, the social media thing, I think, was just kind of getting MySpace.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
But I remember even just being in school, and girls would sit across the room from me, and they would just have something to say. Oh, she's wearing too much blush, or and they just kind of pick fun, right?
Oh yeah, it's cool.
And it's silly, but it's their own insecurities coming out and showing their true light when
exactly.
And it's something that you just gotta just know inside that you are a beautiful person. These people, what they're saying doesn't change who you are and what you are and what you are,
Exactly.
But it takes a while to like understand, because like you said, at first it brings you down.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm glad that you touched on that, because I know there's plenty of people, like you said on the phone recently, even in the workplace, it's something that happens, and it's just ridiculous.
It's
So
like, it's what somebody said to me a while back was, if you don't have haters, you're doing it wrong.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Someone said, if we are not being, at least like you said, unfollowed or deleted, there's something going wrong here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, listen, we don't want you to unfollow us, so don't unfollow us. But,
Right.
but you know
Like,
what I'm saying.
if you liked it, then stay.
Yes. Yes.
It's simple. It's simple.
It
and,
is.
and it's kind of become easier in that sense. I think, people, there's still trolls out there. There's still people who say mean things. TikTok is king of trolls.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
there, but I have seen some pretty mean stuff on there.
I have,
But-
yes. I got rid of TikTok recently just
I did
because
too.
I was baffled at some of the things people had the nerve to say.
Wait,
Yeah.
where are you seeing these things? Is there like a comment area?
Yeah, on the
Oh,
on
yeah.
the side.
Oh.
You can
Yes.
like it, share it, and then there's a comment thing.
Oh, see, I never even wandered into the comment area. I just always watched the videos and scrolled up or down or whatever.
Well, people now can share comments in a video and reply
Yeah.
back to the comments. So like, they're going to reply back to all these hateful. I actually love that feature because reply back to the hateful like person who usually deletes their comment.
Right.
But yeah, so it's like calling people out on their BS.
It is. Yeah.
That's really cool for
And
them to do
sometimes they need that. But
Oh,
like you
indeed.
said, a nice tactic is to ignore them and not fuel their fire because that's all they want. They want to get a rise out of you, and it's not worth anyone's time.
your followers' attention. So like if you're bringing attention into it to your followers, then they're going to get the attention that they're striving to get.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Roll, let it roll.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for talking about that because I'm super excited. It has not been something we've talked about yet on our podcast. And I just really, truly hope that anyone listening that is dealing with that you do take Summer's advice, honest to God, ignore it. And hopefully your life becomes better in that aspect. So, but we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to play a game of Would You Rather. Do you want to feel confident in your skin?
Have you spent too much time looking and trying the wrong products that just aren't helping?
Averaglow is a natural, all-in-one skincare line made for all types of skin. Battling problematic skin, such as acne and aging spots, or uneven skin tone too?
Averaglow has the answer. It helps prevent and fight acne, detoxifies and balances your skin, and then some. The best part is its products are natural and organic based.
So check out www.averaglow.com. That's www.averaglow.com. And stop your skincare search today.
You won't regret it.
Okay, Summer, you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, so every interview that we have with a new mama, we like to play this game called Would You Rather, and it just kind of helps, loosen the mood, let our listeners get
And
to know
on
you.
a fun note, you know.
Yeah, and let our listeners get to know you in a different kind of way, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so first question. If you could only have one piece of makeup and you have to pick between two, would you choose mascara or foundation?
Lord, I thought you were going to say concealer, but same. Oh. I think that I would choose concealer and then just like curl my eyelashes. If that's cheating, that might be cheating.
No,
No, because it's
there's
not
no cheating.
No, that's not a. Well, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
makeup accessory.
Yeah.
What? I
No,
don't know.
it works. Yeah.
I think I got my way into that one.
I
Yeah,
think you
you
worked
did.
that one well.
See, I'm totally a
Yeah.
mascara girl. So like my bag is full of like different mascaras. I can't I will not leave the house without mascara.
And I feel like I would probably do
Well-
what Summer did. I'm more of a foundation person, but I do like my eyelashes
Yeah.
full of
Well, if
mascara.
Going out of the house, then I would definitely say mascara. But if I was like forever in life and history, then it's concealer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, being big on social media, we thought this might be a good question. Instagram or Facebook?
Oh my God, is that even a question? Instagram.
See, I chose
know.
that too.
Facebook, I love it. It's my close knit family and friends, but
Mhm.
I mean it gets quite crickety over there.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry, Facebook. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark.
I love it.
It's true. And I feel like, I don't know why, but Instagram to me is just like, I love all of the pictures.
It's so bright.
And I feel like it's less like political and
Oh,
like
yeah.
everything else
Mhm.
that Facebook brings and everybody like nagging and complaining. I just feel like
I agree.
Instagram's just you're posting pictures you're proud of, right? Or that you
Right.
stand for, support. I love that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Very
So
bright. Very bright.
I'm with you on that. Okay. All right. Next one. We're going on a vacation. Are you going to go to the beach and chill? And it can be in a warm environment. Or are you going to hit up Vegas and do like the nightclubs?
The sun exposure on the beach. I'm not trying to go to the beach because I don't like the sand. I've never been to Las Vegas, so I think I'd hit up Las Vegas probably.
Vegas.
Oh,
See, I'm with
yeah.
you there. I would go to
Or
Vegas.
I've
Me
never
too.
been. I don't like to gamble. I've never gambled. I don't really want to do that. But
Right. Oh my
but-
God, but there's so much other stuff to do.
right, exactly. I've heard of that.
I was married in Vegas and I'm obsessed with Vegas. I think we go at least twice a year.
I
And
do. She's constantly like, we're going to Vegas. I'm like, oh, okay, bye.
swear, well, I'm going to drag you with me. Don't you worry.
All right. Next question. Would you rather drive a nice new pickup truck or a sports car?
Oh, that's hard because like we use Nick's truck a lot, and I have a car, and it's like a sport edition. I think that I would rather have a sports car, honestly.
Yeah?
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What did you choose, Erica?
I
What were
would
you
totally
saying?
do pickup truck.
See, I'm in the
I
middle.
can't handle a sports car.
I said it depends on my outfit. Because I can go, I dig the country and I dig like bougie looking hot. So like,
Bougie?
I mean, no, not bougie. I'm not bougie, but you know, like I definitely like, you know, I like both. So that was
Right.
tough for me.
For me, the pickup truck part was tough because like I'm always getting stuff that I need more room to like carry home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my only loss with that one.
Yep.
So I would
Oh,
have
yeah.
to figure that out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Mhm.
Okay. This one may sound weird, but I was sitting today and it popped up in my mind and I'm like, well, that's kind of tricky. Would you choose a popsicle or an ice cream cone?
Ice cream cone.
I chose ice cream cone.
I said
Even though
popsicle.
like lactose, like I hate dairy, I
Oh.
still ice cream sometimes. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe get some like
There's
what
a dairy-free kind, but it's not the same.
No, it's not.
Erica chose popsicle.
I did
I'm
choose
still
popsicle.
upset with you that like I'm
Oh,
upset
girl.
with you.
I know.
Popsicle, that's my kids love popsicle.
I know. And I do. I feel like a child for saying that, but
well, it's like
I
juice,
just-
frozen juice. So.
yeah, it is.
It's just I feel like ice cream gives you so much more.
Mhm.
I'm not a big, and I don't like chocolate, so it's like
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, you're one of those.
I am one of
I am so jealous. Actually, I wish I could be that person.
Yeah, me too, because that's my downfall.
Funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never been into chocolate, so.
Oh, I love it.
Or ice cream cones.
All right. So if you could only get one thing done for the rest of your life, would
Oh
it
my
be your hair or your nails?
Hair.
That's what I
That's
said.
what we said.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Definitely hair.
Yes, I agree.
Because I can just do my nails
I'll
myself.
figure that out.
Yeah, I don't really do nails that much. Just
Mhm.
for like special occasions. I'm gonna be doing something with my hands or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same.
But
All right. Okay. Last question.
okay.
Would you prefer to go to a sporting event or to like a show or a concert?
I mean, I guess like a concert probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said, a concert.
Yeah.
There's nothing
But
like
I will
music.
say, like, the sporting events that I go to with my husband, we usually have a blast.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that's
So-
why it was hard for me to choose because when you said that, I'm like, every time Corey and I have gone to, whether it be a hockey game or a football game or a baseball game, we've always
a good
just had a
time.
hoot.
Well, that's just because you're with him.
And you know
That's
what? That's
true.
very true. It is.
Yeah.
We like hanging with our husbands.
True.
So.
Well, we are so thankful that you just agreed to do this interview with us and hang out with us. You truly are such a sweetheart.
And you're such an inspiration. And thank you so much for everything. You are so
guys are
sweet.
You guys are so sweet. This was so fun. This was really awesome. And I'm so glad to be a part of it, honestly.
Aww.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, again, thank you. And we're so excited. We will be promoting both of your companies that we have here in commercial. And we just support you all the way. And we just thank you
Yes.
again for your time. And we just wish you the best.
Yes.
And thank you so much, ladies. Will you have a good night?
You
as well.
too. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.